All right, and here we are. Bartending 86. I can't even get my own fucking name right anymore. But here we are, First Cut, episode 3, and I am joined by my boss and her amazing boyfriend, who have taken the service industry in Boston by storm with their web series, #Bartending in Sweatpants. Guys, thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Right off the rip, Justin, how are you feeling, man?
I'm getting better day by day, but it's a slow process. Very slow process. They, I don't know if your listeners know, but they removed a bigger than golf ball sized tumor from my head on May 5th. And I got out of the hospital on the 11th. I've been home about 2 weeks now. And I obviously can't talk very well. I can't swallow. I see double. My balance is all fucked up, dude. Like, everything's wrong.
He's like a giant drunk person, which is different from usual.
Minus the fun part.
Yeah.
Right. But you feeling a lot better?
A little better. It's getting there.
Good.
It's definitely improved by a little bit. I had my first PT session yesterday. Did some closed eye balance drills. It's weird to feel so off kilter.
Yeah.
Doing all stuff, but it's getting better.
You know, it's weird, man, because obviously this was gonna happen to you, unfortunately, right? But what a time! There's no work to miss.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
To go to the hospital, he was supposed to have the surgery a week before.
Right, and it got pushed back, right?
And it got pushed back because the ICU was full.
Yeah.
And when someone goes to the hospital, you're allowed to visit them. You're allowed to wait to see how the surgery went, and I wasn't allowed to do any of that stuff. I had to.
That was the hardest part, man. Waking up and having no one there.
Visit him in the hospital.
Not even in the waiting room. You weren't allowed to. No.
But we're not even allowed to enter the building.
Yeah.
Wow. We just dropped him off for surgery, and then for the next 18 and a half hours had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then he was there in the hospital for 6 days by himself with roommates that were farting and screaming.
Dude, there was some guy down the hallway who must have been a big Sox fan, and they were already broadcasting all the old Sox games.
Right.
Every time Sweet Caroline came on, he blasted the volume full blast to the entire floor. All we could hear was "Sweet Caroline."
Oh my God! Really?
Novel. And he kept middle of the night waking up, screaming, "Can somebody please help me? I have to go number 2.
I gotta go number 2 right now."
I would have pulled my own plug at that fucking point.
It was so bad. I had a feeding tube. I had to have them come get me up to go past. It was awful.
Jesus Christ, dude. Well, I'm glad you're fucking home now, and you look good. You look better than you sound.
Yeah.
Since this is a drink, cheers, fuck it. Since this is
beers.
Huh?
Champagne of beers.
Yeah, well, I'm taking it easy tonight because last night I got really fucking sneaky drunk. Probably that shot of vodka that we did at the end of the podcast. But but I did bring some 4 Roses because I know you guys like to take shots on this when you video chat. Grandma, what beers are you drinking tonight?
He's got a Fiddlehead IPA, and I've got a Collective Arts Strawberry Rhubarb Tart.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You guys and your fancy fucking beers.
Fancy shit, dude.
So why don't we just get into putting you guys over? Because you've put so many people over with what you guys were doing. I don't. You guys explain.
We both kind of had quarantine. You no job. We used to work in 40 hours a week. Our job is very athletic in nature and very social. So for each of us to be out of work, stuck at home, having nothing to do, we both went stir crazy. So each of us wanted to do something with regard to a cocktail video and not try and keep ourselves occupied.
He'd always wanted to do cocktail videos. I don't know very much about cocktails. He knows a lot about cocktails. I've always wanted to learn how to do videos, so I was this is perfect. Let's figure out the editing.
Yeah.
And
both.
pick a beneficiary each week to tip with the money raised. And of course, the first week was our bar, the Avenue Bar and Grill in Alston. And that was better than we ever thought. $3,300. We were
you gave us all $100, right?
We figured our friends would be yeah, cute, good job.
Yeah.
First week, that's it. No big deal.
But it just kept going week after week after week.
Mad amounts of money for the Avenue, for their staff, helped a lot of people that way.
Yeah.
And then next week, I'm forgetting what we did, but it was amazing. Project Polly.
Yeah, Nikki and like
Nikki Bandera. She's been making lasagna for
I think she's
like
on day like
60,
63 or
70
something of
days.
cooking lasagnas all day.
Just every day she's cooking
Every day,
lasagnas?
cooking out like 20
Holy
lasagnas.
shit.
And
She
then
wakes up at like 5 a.m.
starts making
Handmade
sauce.
hand grates the cheese.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Up to 20 lasagnas in her home kitchen every day. And they deliver it all across Boston, all across Mass now.
And Rhode Island, they
In
just
Rhode
started doing
Island,
Rhode Island
yeah.
too.
Really?
It's amazing. It's amazing. If you Google hashtag Project Polly, it'll bring up her.
Hashtag Project Polly?
Yeah. And I'm vain, man. I can't talk.
Dude, don't overdo it. Don't
I
overdo
know, he's
it.
like, I got this.
So how much have you guys raised total?
I mean, it's gonna be
Total,
around 10, right?
I think $9,300
Wow.
around that for different people each week.
And it's been like 6 or 7 different like groups of people,
Yeah,
right?
different bars. The last week that we did it, we're taking a break now so he can focus on healing. He obviously can't speak very well. So I think we've taken 2 weeks off.
This is our second week
This is
off,
our second week off from doing it.
Normally we film on Wednesday and then edit Thursday,
Yeah.
put it out Thursday, but like we're trying to take a break from that because it is a lot of talking. And clearly I can't.
Also a lot of drinking. And that's him right now at the moment either. So
We underestimated the amount of drinking it would take to put those videos out.
I know Liz. I texted Liz yesterday, and I was just like, "Do you and Justin ever get like sneaky drunk when you dry running your cocktails?"
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got shit faced.
You want to tell that story?
Like, we fucking get through this already. I'm like, looks like we gotta do another one.
We done our like shot take during our drink video portion.
Yeah, we
For the first like 3 weeks.
open with a shot every time, and when
we'd,
you
like,
fuck that up,
we'd fucked up the drink portion enough times where we're on like shot 3 or 4. We're like, we gotta stop this. The first portion was us saying, hey, this is Liz, this is Justin, blah, blah, blah. That we hadn't fucked up yet. So our choice was, all right, let's move the shot to the intro portion. And of course, our first week of doing that, it took like 8 takes.
I was like, fuck, we're out of grandma.
So our video portion for that week, she's literally hammered during the entire drink portion.
I don't even remember who that was for.
That may have been the week after, I think, after Budget
I
Poly.
don't know. But
Yeah,
he was just like, you need to shut the
That
fuck
was
up. I'm over you right now. Like, you're not funny. Like,
Yeah.
Oh man,
The editing process makes it look better than it was.
yeah.
it always does. That's the risk that I always take with these fucking live videos, is that there's no editing
No
after
editing.
this. You know what I mean? But it keeps me in line because the first week when we did record. There was like 30 minutes of editing I had to do where it was just like, yeah, I mean, Joe can't say that on the internet. Like stuff like that.
Yeah, can I swear?
Yeah, you can swear. Yeah. Just, anything that you're allowed socially to say, I guess. Whatever, say. I don't.
This,
Yeah.
321.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I have to legally tell YouTube that this is not intended for children under 18 before
Right.
they'll even let me stream. Yeah, good. Fuck kids. They're not paying my bills. Shit. Actually, no one is right now.
On that note,
So, you do continue to plan on doing this once you feel better?
We do. We did. I did one by myself the week he was in the hospital, and that was like really sad because not only am I drinking alone, I got a cocktail a couple times, and I was like,
Come on, Liz. It's not that sad to drink alone. Come on.
well, like drinking alone and talking to yourself a lot.
That's me every day. What are you talking about?
But I got through it, and then we the next week after he got out of the hospital, we just put together like a small like, here's what's going on with us.
Yeah,
Here's how the
thank
recovery
you.
is going. Like, thank you guys so much for all your support. We're gonna take some time off, but we are 100% planning on getting back to it. But it seems as though bars are also getting back to it. So
Yeah, so
maybe
what's your plan once we go back to work?
I mean, we would
honestly.
love to be able to continue to do it. It sounds like with like our work is probably going to get back before
Yeah.
his is, so he'll be a stay-at-home cat dad. Maybe he
yeah,
can
Marriott
do
put
fun
out.
stuff.
Right, because you're in a hotel, right?
We're going
Yeah.
back to work until October, so I might be back.
October?
Might be. Marriott said that, so I gotta figure out what they
Wow.
mean. What it means as far as like bars,
Crazy.
restaurants. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing. A bigger thing too. If I'm out of work for more than 6 months, my health insurance goes away. My employment status goes away. I go back
Yeah.
to freshwater
So we have like 3 more days of health insurance.
It's a pretty big deal.
Really?
So if I go back by September, I'm within 6 months, and I'm rehired, and all my benefits reinstate. But if I'm over 6 months, I then become a new hire, and I have to reapply for all the benefits again. So
Is that the state or is that Marriott?
that's the company I work
Yeah,
for.
just his company.
Jesus.
Be able to amend that. But I mean, it would take a lot of
Which we're
paperwork.
definitely going to go to bat for that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, no shit. You had brain surgery.
Like,
Like-
there's
And
so many
I've
follow-up
worked for the company
visits.
for 12 years too, so
Yeah.
like, I've got some bosses who are behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll get it, but it's asked for.
Still, it's just something else you have to fucking worry about.
2020, man.
And without being able to talk, I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll be a real easy battle.
Yeah, 2020, and literally we're a week from it being halfway over.
Just get apocalypse.
And what have we done?
I had a root canal retreated. I've got a brain tumor, brain surgery, trying to work.
Yeah, he had a root canal like 4 days after having brain surgery. I'm like, that's the worst week ever.
Why couldn't they should have just brought the dentist in and have it done at the same time while you were under? Fuck.
My knee surgery got postponed until next year.
Oh, great. Yeah.
It's like,
Come out of surgery,
Everything,
gold teeth like Joe.
Well, I mean, I think you guys, because look at the bright, well, not the bright side. Look at the reality of it is once we back to work,
Yeah.
still not going to be back to work.
Yeah,
You know,
it's gonna be the new
there's
normal.
no way that, fuck, I hate that
I mean,
new
honestly,
normal
I feel
term.
like the neighborhood bars, like the Avenue, will be the best served by reopening because those neighborhood places are the lifeblood of the neighborhoods.
Right.
I work for hotel. We live and die by our occupancy and by like weddings being booked and all of our like
Yeah, like
banquet events.
DJs and like packing
Yeah.
the lobby with all the
That will come
single
back for at
people.
least a
And,
year. We'll see. We're going to be at least a year out from being even halfway normal. But whereas like a local neighborhood bar, your neighborhood is feeding for a drink at the Avenue and a fucking beer.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have to go back, man. We're gonna have to. Let's
Shots?
do it. I'm losing steam, man. Let's do a shot. I'm gonna find the couch. Get me out of here.
well, speaking of that, I've got some info on our spot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Some-
we had a little Zoom meeting, and one of the bars is going to be opening up June 8th. It is not going to be us, but we're going to be able to kind of watch how they do it. Over the next
Can we promote what bar it's going to be?
Harry's. I don't think it's the secret. So Harry's is
okay.
going to be opening on June 8th. The Avenue will hopefully be following a week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks afterwards.
Yeah.
So we're
So
kind
is
of
it
getting
just takeout
everything.
food at that point, or can you eat it there?
We think you can eat, but it's going to be social distance, 6 feet
Right.
apart.
So
Customers
tables
aren't going to
spaced
have to
from
wear
apart,
masks.
Chairs separated.
But
table
this
for-
is a lot of like, we need to figure out city guidelines as
Yeah.
phase 2, phase 3, whatever.
I mean,
as
it's
stuff-
going to be a ton of fucking trial and error.
It's going to be a
Insane,
shit
yeah.
show, but
So restaurants are phase 2, bars are phase 3, right?
Right, yeah. Bars are June. Or I thought,
Well,
yeah,
June
restaurants are June 8th, and then bars are June 28th or 26th, something like that.
I'm curious, man. I'm very curious.
so there's been discussions of what we can do and how we can make it profitable and
That's like-
safe.
So how does your bar make money? But how do you keep your bar patrons safe? How do your employees stay safe? How
Yeah.
do you someone who makes, $700 on unemployment plus the stimulus from wanting to get back to work?
Yeah,
Right.
make it
social
last.
distancing at the Avenue is like,
Yeah.
especially in that
incredible.
little dish pit area.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Has that Eddie?
oh,
Nice
yeah,
deal.
shit. Cheers.
Cheers. Drink.
Whew. Yeah. All right, buddy.
We don't have a date yet, but we're hoping that we will have one once we see how Harry's does.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone wants to stop by Harry's on June 8th, let's rage. Rage? What year is it?
It doesn't matter. The year is in pause. Yeah. There's a much better year than 2020.
It's like every single bad what's in every single disaster film where like the apocalypse hits, someone opened the bad casket under like a pyramid somewhere.
Yeah, it's like some Egyptian
Yeah.
pyramid.
Dude,
was open.
they just dug up some fucking tomb in Egypt or something.
I know. Everyone's like, put it back.
Like
we don't need this shit right now.
Right? Like 2 weeks ago, the government told us that, yeah, there's UFOs and nobody gave a shit. Like, okay.
To me, it's the funniest thing ever.
I,
People losing their minds.
I definitely read that article and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is going to be all over Facebook.
Remember, how long ago was the
Nope.
Storm Area 51 thing?
Say it
That
again.
was COVID, right?
The Area 51 camping thing.
Yeah, like Storm.
Eddie had a friend that went.
Yeah, I have a friend that went.
Yeah, we saw the video.
Yeah, Killer Kev. Yeah, kid's a riot. I would actually love to have him on this.
His like mass accent coming out in the video is too funny.
He's such a Charlestown townie, man. But so to me, that like with the whole customers have to abide by these rules and whatnot, I feel like we're gonna get to the customer's breaking point before the state goes, okay, it's safe.
I totally
You know,
agree.
and like
We are, man.
what
How
if,
many folks are like complaining about like mask wearing? How many folks are going to like the beaches in Florida and Georgia and this far apart? Their neighbors, you know.
right? Well, I mean,
It's gonna be impossible, and I think it's just gonna be we have to do the best we can in the situation and
Yeah.
make sure that we're like sanitizing properly and like. But you know, it was brought up in the meeting like, so what about silverware? Like, how about clearing tables? Are we gonna wait till? Are we gonna be pre-bussing tables? Are we just gonna wait until everyone is done with their meal, clear it all at once? Like, is silverware going to be in a plastic bag and we can deliver it that way? But if silverware is in a plastic bag, is everything going to be in a plastic bag? Like, where do we draw the line?
right? Yeah.
It's definitely like, I feel like it's just going to, we can have all these guidelines set into place, but unless everybody plays by the rules, it's almost a setup for failure.
I feel like this whole thing has been ad hoc from the start. Like no one knows truly how to solve this from the start.
Yeah.
Like lockdown, don't lock down, open, don't open. Like no one knows. And everyone on social media thinks they know. So you have all these jamokes on Facebook borders, like
Jamokes.
10-foot long
All these
posts or whatever.
jamokes.
Right. Right. I mean, there's, you know, a ton of information and theories out there, but no matter what you believe or think, like, you still don't
It's all
know.
been politicized. It's all been politicized. And like, everyone has an agenda. It's all bullshit. Like,
Yep.
no one actually knows what's happening for real.
Yeah. And it's like what you said, like, where do we draw the line? Like, what if, okay, we have customers that come into the Avenue and they'll drop $100, $200, $300 in one night just being there. What if they just go, fuck this, I don't want to wear a mask while I sit at the bar and watch the fucking Bruins play? Are we supposed to tell them to leave?
We're gonna have a bar. Like a lot of places in New Hampshire right now, there's no bar seating because there's no way to social
Only outside
distance.
seating, yeah.
So it would be table service only, and with us, sort of a day bar situation where one person does everything.
It's like a service bar all day, all night long.
Yep.
Wow.
Service bar, but we would like maybe take tables. So we got to figure all that out, which is why I'm glad we're not the guinea pigs. So we can watch it happen to another bar and then see what works, see what
Might
doesn't.
be like where CBS has those like blue tape lines on the floor.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Blue tape line. You have your like 3-foot space to live in. If you encroach upon your neighbor's space, you're 86th. Like,
Yeah, like who's gonna social distance police?
Yeah, but that's the thing. If 4 people are sitting at a table, why can't 4 people sit next to each other at the bar?
That's exactly what I was saying, and like I think the implication there is that these people are roommates, they live with each other, whatever, blah blah blah. They came in together, but like
So everyone sitting at the bar is a stranger? Like,
yeah, well, I do say like everyone at the bar, especially our bar, they all know each other, but they are kind of all strangers. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
but
like,
the,
you could with for like 3 friends as a foretop. Ostensibly, you're friends with those 3 friends. You know what they're doing. If you're at the bar, I can't control if you sit next to me.
right.
I think you can, so that's one argument for that.
But how are we gonna prevent
There's so
people
much
from
gray area. You never know.
coming up to the bar? Like they're gonna want to come talk to us. They're gonna be excited.
It's almost like we have to, like, have, like, a foretop at the bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or rearrange to, like, how many people are with your party, you know?
You wanna get the
Oh,
fuck
no,
out?
sorry.
You ducking out? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a trial and error thing, and I mean, I'll be there. Let's do this. See what happens.
See,
Open the contact lines with Ian.
Yeah. see,
Oh man.
I
what
think
are
I think one of the biggest issues too is that the people that are going to be making these rules haven't been in this business before.
you- I know.
Right.
You know,
it's true.
that's kind of like,
Like Hamptons, they can retire to, and a fucking cleaning crew or like a staff that takes care of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like I've worked in bars where it's like the owner's never around. He doesn't know what's going on. He only looks at the numbers that come in at the end of the week. And then you like one day will show up and tell you how to do something. It's like, well, we've been doing this way for 2 months. Like you don't now the state is going to tell us how we're supposed to run the place that you've been there for what 7, 8 years.
The guy who was the door guy at like a Lansdowne pub like 20 years ago, who now like is part owner, comes in and says, "This is how you do it." It's like, dude, we've been running this place, making you money, you've been happy as fuck with the money we're making you. Yeah. And now you want to change all this stuff. You just getting one day.
Yeah.
I think we're lucky in our situation where we have a voice and we have the ability to give our opinion and be heard. So I think it'll be a shit show, but I think it will be okay.
You definitely have Doug's ear. I mean, like the numbers you put up this year, how the out's been doing, how it's been run. I mean,
everybody does.
For
like
sure.
he definitely. I mean, those first couple weeks are going to be rough because we're used to sitting on our asses and watching television and drinking beer. But
it's just changed the paradigm. The whole thing changes now, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, we're all going to be easing back into it. I mean, it's not like you and I are going to both be there 35 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
We're gonna especially if all we're doing is just standing there and waiting for table orders to come in to make cocktails and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and at the same time, if the money's not coming in, who's to say that they won't be like, all right, we'll put on servers that can make their own drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
if you're only doing takeout food and you have food for tables and you have no bar business, when you guys close your food, does your bar close too? I mean, when do you guys actually stop?
Yeah,
serving
I
food?
imagine our hours will have to be drastically
It's
different.
going to be like day by day, you find a new reason for doing something different.
yeah.
It's going to be a desert period.
We'll do it live.
No one else knows what's going on, so we're gonna have to do it live.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Oh man, I felt so bad. They were like, "All right, Harry's, you're up." And Ron was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes."
With no warning at all.
Yeah, no.
Dude.
What? They got a
Like,
week.
there's no
They got a
like-
week warning.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, but this is like our time now to figure out what we're gonna do and like not have that. Oh my god, that week of fuck. We have no time to plan. Like I gotta.
So should we be planning for around June 28th to possibly happen?
I mean,
Plan for it.
yeah, I
Plan
think
for
we
it.
really should be.
If not, like, get a week off furlough.
Yeah.
Need it. But I mean, like, worst comes to worst, you don't open before that.
Yeah, it's not going
Yeah.
to be before June 15th. So I think we've got time.
Cool.
We've got some more days to sit on the couch.
Great. More drinking.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how this works for like, because there have been a number of like small spots that have closed in town here, and the bigger, larger groups are going to survive this pandemic. I'm curious to see if you see more smaller places that have closed down being bought up by larger groups, creating more of a group environment in Boston and lesser, smaller, boutique-owned places.
I mean,
God, I hope not.
I'm curious. I know.
I mean, somebody's going to be buying up those spaces. It's already happening. You know, places are closing.
If you had a restaurant that's been there for like 15 years and proven itself and died, not because customers went away or the location sucked, but died because of the pandemic, any large group with deep pockets is like, I'm on that right now.
Yeah.
That place has mission, has pedigree, has customers, all that stuff right away. I'm in. No rename, straight up right away.
Do you think that's something that happens with Great Scott, or is that like a?
I've had buddies that are already like doing demo on the inside, taking stuff. Yeah,
No kidding,
yeah. They're taking it apart. It's done.
That's an old school.
Such a bummer, man.
Too bad,
Yeah, that's a staple in Alston.
Classic. And that's a big hit for us too, because that's our neighbor. That's across the street, and they would, their bar doesn't open till 8, so people would get there early for shows, and they would come over to our spot. So
Yeah, because their place closes at midnight.
huge hit for us.
Dude, for us, we had like TD Garden down the way from us. And I
Yeah.
had like dessert, Bruins game, anything going on. We had people staying in the hotel.
Right, like all those bars down there, even when
Yeah.
they're allowed to open, like they're talking about what
Yeah.
they're talking about all of basketball being played in Florida.
They're talking about like reopening the NHL postseason with 24 teams now
Yeah.
in 2 cities, none of which are Boston. So our team will be in the postseason if they open, but no games are held here. It's like great. It's fantastic.
That's so
All right.
fun.
Those bars down there are just gonna fucking suffer.
Oh, totally.
They live and die
Yeah.
by the Garden.
We drove by Fenway today. We were like, oh, remember baseball?
Oh, there's the new one.
Dump truck.
Dump truck. What a name.
So good, right?
That's amazing.
Funniest part was, she's like, what do you want to call it? I'm like, dump truck. She's like, no.
I was
way.
like, absolutely not.
So she posted a post on Facebook saying, hey guys, how dumb is this name? Like 98% response.
Dude, we had like 115 comments and everyone was like, dump truck's the best name ever. I was like, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. So dump truck it is. I was like, you just had brain surgery. I guess you can name it.
Oh, look at it go. Jesus Christ.
She's out.
Well, I think you both should continue on with the web
Yeah,
show.
we're gonna try our hardest. We're gonna try to start it up next week. Justin's actually been
I
I'm gonna
had
spill
a
that if I pick it
cocktail
up.
working before I left for surgery, so she could do that in her video. When I got back to finish it, I was too effed up from like medication and from recovery to have to do it. But like, it's in the fridge, still working.
Oh,
So
whoa.
we're trying to get something going with that. So
Wow.
we'll try to do it next week. It's been fun. We have no idea what it means as far as the reopening, but if we aren't back full time, we'll have plenty of off time to keep doing it. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The feedback has been incredible. I mean, the response has been insane. People come back. Like, we've had some regulars.
A lot of our bar regulars would donate every week.
Yeah.
Like, no
I've had
matter what.
thing. It's like, it's nuts.
People started like bringing us booze, and they were like, "Dude, thank you guys so much." Like, we're like dropping off like food and booze, and it's just something that we started to do
and people
for,
hearing about
for
this.
fun for us.
Like
and
the
it's,
grill.
yeah,
We got our back.
Oh my God.
It's fucking amazing, dude. so key.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
Give like gift cards to Home Depot and stuff. I mean, the outpouring of support and love from both the video series and from surgery.
Yeah,
has
man.
been, you know,
really amazing.
Well, I mean, the video series alone, like, dude, like, there's been such a huge sense of community during this whole thing, you know what I mean? And, like, that's, like, part of the reason why me and Joe started this and everything, and try to, like, catch up to you guys.
by the way,
Yeah, you guys are
you
great.
enjoy our comedy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully he's fucking feeling better to get back on next week.
All right? Is he all right?
Yeah, well, he says he is, but he's a stubborn prick.
Well, most of his blood is like, energy drink.
Monsters.
We gotta fix that. We gotta put regular blood back in there.
Like their podcast is kind of like what you miss about going to a bar. It's sitting down at a bar, cracking a beer with a buddy, talking shit for a couple hours, watching the game.
Except there's
having a
no one to
shot.
talk shit about. Usually it's like stuff
Yeah.
that happens throughout the night. It's like, what happened today, man? Fucking nothing.
Fucking nothing. Well, that was basically Joe's whole thing when he approached me about this. It was his idea. Let's start a podcast. And people have told me to start one before, and I've done a few before, whatever. But that was like exactly his words. He's just like, man, people like to listen to us talk shit, and like people miss that. So let's just do it and talk shit,
That was the time for sure.
right?
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. Like even when we go back to work, like there's no reason to not keep doing this. Even if we're not raising money for people anymore, I think you guys should still do it.
Any bar you go to is 4 walls and a roof and beer. Maybe cocktails too, whatever. That isn't why you go there.
Right.
You go there for the personalities.
Yeah.
You go there for you, for Joe, for Liz, for myself, for anyone else you go see at the bar. You go there for the ambiance created by the bar staff in that establishment. Not because they have 4 walls and beer. That's it.
Right.
It
Hearing you
certainly
guys
helps.
talk smack
But
on
even,
there
like,
like this is great.
The week that he was in the hospital for the first time, instead of choosing a bar, we chose the Samaritan Crisis Helpline. Because so my friend Kennedy, who is one of the DJs on Mix 1041, she does the Carson and Kennedy show.
Nice.
She herself has struggled with mental illness, and May is actually mental health awareness month. So all the money that we raised, we split 50-50 between the Samaritan Crisis Line and the other 50% was donated to a family of a friend of mine who had she took her own life about a month ago now, I would say.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everything with those costs is crazy, and her family and whatnot. So we split that completely down. But that was the first time that we ever did something kind of outside the bar thing. So maybe we can go that route when we go back to work and everything kind of gets back to a new thing. We can pick like a charity or an organization that is important to whoever, you know.
Yeah.
One's hit by this pandemic at all, not by a long shot.
Some people still haven't even received any unemployment.
Yeah.
Like
it's unbelievable. It's unreal.
Been crazy to see how the system has fucked everybody.
They're such assholes. They're such assholes. They sent me, I know I mentioned it a bunch of times, but they sent me a fucking text message at 9 o'clock at night one time asking me if I still needed help with my claim. That I had emailed them like 12 different requests for weeks. For 5 days, I sent them yes. Day 6, I said fucking yes. Day 7, I sent them a gif of Daniel Bryan doing yes. The next morning, I had an email from them asking me if I still needed help. Fucking yes. Nothing back yet.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And like you said, there's people out there getting nothing, and it's fucked, man. And then there's people out there, like our buddy Joe, he doesn't mind bragging about it, who's making more money now than they've ever made before.
Oh, and that too, I'm like, what
insane.
is the incentive here for us to go back to work?
Yeah, go back to work, possibly get COVID-19, spend time on
Right?
make less than you're making now.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Drink beer.
I think that extra 600 runs out at the end of July. They're talking about extending it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I have to go back.
Right now, if I could go back, I would.
Absolutely, 100%. COVID take me now. I would go in there right now. I don't give a shit. Like,
the spirit. Right
dude. Listen.
I know, like Kyle feels that way too. Kyle's my assistant manager, and he's like ready to go. So I think between
he was ready for war.
Really?
Bench pressing trees that he
made of a tree.
a bench press made out of a tree that he fucking hacked. Oh man, goddamn!
Yeah, I've never seen.
You should try working with him.
I agree. Yeah.
We have weapons behind the bar because of him.
I know, like, who brought this giant sword? And that's another question. Kyle, put your sword in the office, please.
Take your swords away.
Oh man. Oh shit. So we're coming up on an hour. I don't want to hold you guys too long because Justin, I feel bad, man. You sound horrible, buddy. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Apparently, that's 50% of his vocal cords. What the fuck are the other 50%? Well, I mean, we know half are dead, but like half? That's half
So
of your
the
vocal
tumor,
cords?
like-
That's what that sounds like, half?
The tumor actually was
Jesus.
engorged, like, so your nerves are encased in this like protective like lining. That lining gets overgrown and looks like. So the doctor who took my tumor out said that when he opened me up, it looks like a hard-boiled egg after you peel off the skin.
He said it was the biggest tumor he's ever seen.
Really?
This is a doctor who makes his money off of taking out this kind of tumor. That's all he does. So I mean, like, if you saw like the biggest beer of your life.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Do you want to do another shot?
Oh yeah. Give me a second.
Absolutely.
Well, all right. You know what? That's perfect. So at the end of the show, we do a last call. Usually it's me fucking taking a shot of whatever the fuck Joe pours me. But I like you guys to just spew, go off the top of your head, whatever's on your mind. Fucking put over your shit, promote your shit, whatever you got to say, let the world know.
All right. Well, I'll say we are taking a brief break, but tune into hashtag Bartending in Sweatpants, a weekly video series where we get drunk on the couch and make cocktails to raise money and awareness for those out-of-work service industry professionals in need.
There might be a black.
That's like the best time I've ever done that.
That's the best promo you've ever shot.
I know.
That is hands down the best promo I have ever heard Liz shoot. Holy shit. Justin, give her a hip toss. We got to make sure this is still going.
Where was that a month ago?
Capitalize, Liz. Take a hip toss. Remember, 1 foot.
You're recording this, right?
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. I really appreciate you guys being on, and hopefully we can do this again when you feel better.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, guys.
My
Cheers.
pleasure. All right. Cheers, dude.
Woo. It's so good.
Oh, man. I can't wait to swallow again. Maybe add that up.
We're still live, buddy.